Imagine a world where being single feels like standing outside a door everyone else has entered. The world around you seems to move in pairs, celebrating unions, milestones, and shared paths. In that constant rhythm, society quietly whispers a narrative. If you are not coupled, there must be something lacking, some hidden flaw, some unmet need. People observe and assign meaning, too guarded, too cautious, too afraid to love fully. And over time, these whispers are no longer just external. They echo inside, shaping how you see yourself. Even a life lived with intention, balance, and joy can start to feel incomplete simply because it does not fit the expected pattern. Yet beneath this surface lies a truth that is rarely voiced, one that challenges the conventional story. Singleness is not an absence. It is a choice born from awareness. It is the product of individuals who have grown attuned to themselves, who recognize the value of patience, clarity, and emotional safety. They do not avoid love because they cannot find it. They avoid compromise that threatens their peace, distraction that dilutes their focus, and patterns that no longer serve their growth. This is not about loneliness or failure. It is about refinement, a quiet strength that emerges when self-respect and self-understanding take precedence over societal expectation. In a culture that equates coupling with completeness, choosing to remain single is an act of conscious alignment, a dedication to inner harmony, and a recognition that true connection begins with knowing yourself. One of the most significant traits behind long-term singleness is emotional self-sufficiency. In psychological terms, this reflects a well-developed capacity for internal regulation, the ability to process emotions, soothe distress, and generate meaning without relying on another person to stabilize the inner world. For these individuals, solitude does not feel like deprivation. It feels neutral, even nourishing. They enjoy intimacy, companionship, and affection, but their sense of identity is not built upon it. As a result, when a potential relationship threatens their inner peace, their nervous system does not interpret that intensity as passion. It interprets it as information. What others might label as butterflies, they experience as imbalance. And so caution arises, not from fear, but from maturity. This restraint is often misunderstood as emotional distance, when in truth, it is a refined ability to choose calm over emotional volatility. Another, often overlooked reason people remain single lies in heightened pattern recognition. Psychological research on attachment and relational learning shows that individuals who have reflected deeply on past experiences develop a sharper awareness of unhealthy dynamics. Over time, the mind becomes skilled at noticing inconsistencies, mixed signals, emotional unavailability, unresolved wounds that repeat themselves beneath different faces. What once felt familiar now feels misaligned. Because of this awareness, these individuals no longer fall in love with potential. They no longer confuse intensity with intimacy, and so they step back sooner, not because they are too picky, but because they are no longer unconscious participants in cycles that once drained them. Discernment replaces hope as the guiding force. Autonomy also plays a powerful role. Some people are neurologically and psychologically wired to derive fulfillment from self-directed growth. Their brains release greater reward chemicals when pursuing mastery, creativity, purpose, or freedom than when seeking reassurance or validation from others. This does not make them anti-relationship. It simply means they will not enter one that requires them to abandon themselves. To a society that celebrates coupling as proof of success, this choice can look like avoidance. But at its core, it is an act of self-respect. These individuals are not running from intimacy. They are refusing to shrink in order to maintain it. There is also the matter of emotional bandwidth. Psychology shows that deep thinkers, introverts, and highly sensitive individuals experience relationships with heightened intensity. They process nuance, conflict, and emotional responsibility at a greater cognitive and nervous system cost. For them, relationships are not casual experiences. They are immersive ones. And when the depth, safety, and emotional intelligence required for that immersion are absent, solitude becomes the healthier option. This is not fear of closeness. It is an understanding of limits, a recognition that constant compromise without emotional safety erodes well-being over time. And finally, many people who remain single are not waiting in the way society assumes. They are not paused. They are listening. Periods of intentional solitude allow the psyche to clarify its values without distortion. Research suggests that individuals who spend time single by choice often enter future relationships with greater stability, self-knowledge, and resilience, because they are no longer searching for completion, but for compatibility. What appears from the outside as delay is often internal preparation. So if you are single and feel steady rather than restless, grounded rather than lonely, psychology would suggest that nothing is broken. Your mind may simply be prioritizing emotional safety, self-awareness, and long-term psychological health over external validation. Staying single is not always the absence of connection. Very often, it is evidence that your standards, your nervous system, and your self-respect are finally aligned. If this exploration has stirred something within you, share your thoughts in the comments, or simply your presence. Thank you for walking this path with us today. If this journey has stirred something within you, reflection, awareness, even clarity, know that you are not alone. Until next time, take care of your energy and honor your intuition.